Alright guys, so it's Cleanser this here. Welcome back onto the channel, and today I'm going to be properly teaching you how to color grade your videos with just your phone and CapCut Mobile. So let's get straight into it. Alright, so what is color grading? Color grading is simply the process of adjusting and enhancing the particular color in a video, and also setting the mood to a particular type of video. More or less like adding filters, but with more control and more dynamics to it. So yeah, I've picked two videos right here to show you to color grade. The first one is a live form kind of content, and the second one is a film content actually. Alright, so in these two contents, I'm going to be properly teaching you how to color grade in this two particular kind of content. Obviously, I can't teach you how to color grade in all type of content, but simply just know color grading is just a way of expressing yourself. So yes, the first content right here, as you can see, is a live nature type of shot, very simple, and the second one is a film shot. So let's click on the live nature type of shot right here, and then we click on adjust. So once you click on adjust, as you can see filter, you can see adjust, and you can see video quality right here. So sometimes you don't need to pick a filter to color grade an image or a video. It's not needed sometimes. Like if you're messing with a product type of video, we don't really need to add filters, but in stages like this we need to add filters. So once you open the filter section, you'll see live, landscape, movie, mono, retro, night. These are just the kind of color grading for the particular type of mode to set. All right, so let's start with the live session. In this live session, these filters are most especially used for indoor content. As you can see, this is a particular shot of me being in a room doing one or two things, but you can see in this particular shot I used a live filter like this Berlin or something like this Bad Bunny right here. But sometimes it's not really needed. Sometimes you can just mess around with these things and use these filters for something else. So yes, right here I'll click on this one just to see. This one is a little bit better, but this is an outdoor nature type of content and we don't need this kind of filter. So I'll just go back to landscape right here. And landscape most times are used for outdoor type of content, nature type of content, you know, vlogs and stuff like that. So I'd like to use Moody 4. This is one of my favorite type of filters to use for nature. It gives this kind of warmth and a lot of colors to your live form content. So yeah, I'm going to pick this right here, and I'll reduce it a little bit, and I'll click on adjust. So once we click on adjust, we can see the basic settings like brightness, contrast, saturation, brilliance, sharpen, and all those kind of stuff. So right here, I'm just going to click on brightness and increase it a little bit. This color match right here, as you guys can see on the screen, this color match right here is an AI effect that matches the color. Let's say I have 2 clips or 3 clips in a particular video, and I pick a filter for all of them, and I click on this color match. This color match is going to like match the filter throughout the rest of the video. So that is what the color match is all about. I don't really use it because it's not really needed. I like doing my things manually. So yes, we click on brightness right here. As you can see, the video is a little bit bright while still keeping its filter intact. So we click on contrast, as you can see, but I don't want this to be dark, I want this to be bright, so I'll just reduce the contrast to -11 right here. So I'll click on saturation. Saturation is more or less of bringing the colors in your videos out more. I guess you guys know that. So I'll just increase the saturation a little bit right here. Same thing as brilliance. I'm going to reduce it a little bit, and I'm going to put the sharpening of the video to, let's say, 10. And clarity is more or less of, clarity is working for colors. It's more or less like a sharpening effect, but for colors. So I don't use it often, but I can just click on it a little bit so you guys can see the difference right here. And then I'll click on highlights just to bring out the whitish part of it. Once you see, highlighting is also very important because it helps you bring out the whitish stuffs in your images or in your videos. So I'll just increase it a little bit right here. Same thing as the shadow, increase it a little bit. And yeah, you can just play with the rest. Something like vignettes right here, you can play with it if you want, if you're making like a thing, but I don't want that right now, so I'll just leave it where it is. And now I'll click on HSL. Now this is something I love. I use it almost every time for most of my content. I love to like play around with it. I can't properly teach you how to do this unless you join my pro class, but like I will tell you something. If you want to learn how to color grade properly, HSL is a trick. Like, it's a way of separating the particular videos, the particular colors in your videos. So for instance now, look at this red background right here. Let's say I don't want red to show at all. So mark this right here. I'm just going to like reduce this red. And as you can see, the red background is now off. So no red is showing again in the video. So let's imagine I want the red to show, but the color of the sky is blue. Now let's say I want to change it to purple. So I'll just click on this blue right here. And I will increase it up right here. Now as you can see, the sky is now purple. So this is what this HSL is all about. You can obviously play around with it, in different ways. And it's perfect, to be honest. I love it so much. So yeah, that is what that is all about. You can click on video quality and click on enhance if you're using CapCut Pro. You can click on reduce image noise. That is if you are editing a shot that was shot at night, a video that was shot at night, sorry, you can click on image, reduce image, and it will obviously do that for you. But right now, my video is actually clean and perfect, so I don't need all those. So I want to pick the difference between, all these things. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to duplicate this. So let's duplicate this. Watch one really cool effect right here. And then I'm going to click on this and go back to the original settings. So I'm going to click on reset. I'll click on this. I'll click on filter and I'll click on this. So this is the original thing that we made us first, and this is the other one. So I'll click on this one. I'll click on overlay. Sorry. Watch very carefully, guys. I'll click on overlay right here. So once I click on overlay, I will take it all the way back. As you can see, it's right on top. And then I'll now click on the video and I'll click on mask. So once I click on mask, now this is me trying to show you guys how to use the mask effect with the keyframes effect. So watch carefully, guys. So I'll click on horizontal right here. I'll put it at 90 degrees and I'll do this right here. Okay, so now I'll click on the keyframe at the beginning. As you can see, there's a red button, a red signal down here, and I'll go to the end of the video, or let's say I'll go to this place and I'll run this max. I'll run it down right here. Now let's see what that's going to do for the video now. Now this is the difference. As you can see, that is beautiful. So that is what this is all about. If I can just show you guys very briefly, this. I want to try to use another type of filter for this. So I'm just going to click on filter. I'm going to click on movies right here, because this is a movie type of shot. I'm going to click on Oppenheimer. This is one of my favorite filters for movies. If you're using movies, if you're shooting for movies, I suggest this a lot. So I'll click on Oppenheimer right here, and then you can see I can just reduce this a little bit, and then I'll basically just play around the settings and do the same thing for this too. Right here, obviously this is a night shot, so I can use this reduce image stuff right here, but I don't want to waste too much of your time, so I wouldn't do that. I will leave that, and basically I can do the same thing I did the last time for this one. Remember, duplicate. After you duplicate, click on overlay. After you click on overlay, mask, keyframes, and then you have something like this. It's just beautiful. So see, the trick about color grading is just trying to play around with it. But note, the type of colors or filters that are using for a live form content shouldn't be the same thing you're using for a networking video, shouldn't be the same thing you're using for a movie, But all these things are just basically playing around with all these effects. I tell people that I mentor personally, you have to play with this. You have about thousands and thousands of effects on CapCut. I can't teach you everything. You have to play around with it. And yes, of course, my pro class is coming up in 3 weeks. If you would like to join, how to know how to edit video professionally. And if you also have problems with subscribing or the cost of CapCut is too high for you, you can obviously hit me up. We are having a platform whereby we'll be setting where you can share subscriptions with some particular set of people. And also, I'll be teaching you how to use an international CapCut app, because the CapCut you're using, you don't know it, whether you're Nigerian or an African, the CapCut you're using isn't going to bring the best out of your works, and it doesn't literally have all the features and effects. So obviously you can hit me up and we get started straight away. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and yes, I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.